Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the score is 60-49 at the half. The Lakers are down to the Minnesota Timberwolves in the play-in tournament game. And, well, if anybody's ever watched any of my rants, then you already know what I'm thinking. And you pretty much already expected what it is that you're seeing. We did all those things that we do that we shouldn't do against teams that are missing players, especially players who are teams that are missing size. We dumbed it down, made ourselves as small as humanly possible, asked all of the players that have struggled to do the very most for us, and then proceeded to watch them struggle in doing so, and only to ask Anthony Davis and Austin Reeves to bail us out of it. Dennis Schroeder re-aggravated his ankle and then proceeded to run on it for a whole play while we had the ball in our hands. No one called a timeout. Probably made it worse in doing so. Anthony Davis has 4 turnovers, but he's only a -2 because he's helping a lot on the boards, helping a lot defensively, here and there, scoring where he can. Bron has about, I think, 15 or 16 points, I forget, but he's a -21. Once again, another bad half of defensive basketball for the King. The lineups he was in more so exposed his weaknesses rather than anything he actually did, which is why he doesn't really have turnovers and anything like that would otherwise show you having a -21, but it just came down to just no defense on the floor around him for the lineup that we had on the floor. The lineup we had at the end of the first quarter was so bad. It was Dennis Schroeder, Malik Beasley, Bron James, Rui Hachimura, and Troy Brown. That was one of the worst lineups I'd ever seen, bro. The defense had no chance. We were short in the wrong areas and non-defensive in other areas. And then Troy Brown is just, he's just not a creative player. So you put him in the ball, put the ball in his hands in certain situations, and he's not going to improvise very well. So we just saw some things that didn't work. Got to give credit to the Minnesota Timberwolves as well. Given the fact the Lakers did these things, Timberwolves played feisty and played hard, which is what I was trying to prepare us for. They're a smart bunch. You can't play stupid against them. 9 turnovers for the Lakers to their 10. So I'm glad they have 10, but us having 9 against them, not surprising. It's like I told you guys, Jordan McLaughlin would get a steal. He has one. Anthony Edwards got an early block against Rui Hachimura that will go down as one of the great blocks in play-in tournament history. You'll definitely know that to be that. Also, we're just seeing a whole lot of stupidity, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna hold or pull any punches. It's the play-in tournament, and it looks to me like the Lakers are just trying to avoid Memphis. That's what it looks like to me. We didn't have our foot on the gas to start the game. We let them get out to an easy start. We dumbed ourselves completely down to the level of the opponent, just like we've been doing against teams that have been missing their players. And, Malik Beasley, a -8, of course, you put him in the game, score goes down. These type of things have all been discussed and ranted about and screamed at in the camera, all leading up into this point. So now ain't really much left for me to say. You've seen all that I've been telling you about. If anything, I just feel like my credibility is growing as I continue to speak into this camera about basketball. I told y'all the Hawks was going to win. The Hawks win. The Miami Heat were trash. They don't even really have a good team. That's the thing. They were all fluff, honestly. We'll talk more about that later. But as for the Lakers, we can beat anybody. But the way that we strategize, we can lose to any cluster of NBA players. Put any 12 together of any positions, any way. We can lose to them because of how Darvin structures our team night in and night out. He's just going to do stuff that's going to make his team significantly worse. He's going to dumb down to the level of the opponent. In his mind, when there's a bunch of short players on the other side of him, in his mind, it means put more short players on his side so that he can match up with them instead of giving himself a size advantage. He does not think size advantage, so therefore he's always at a disadvantage, and because of it, teams take advantage of him. I'm tired of it, but we're almost done with it, because if we lose this game, we're going to run into SGA likely, in my humble opinion, and he's going to shock the world and knock us out of here while we're trying to position ourselves to see Denver. This is the type of crap he's going to do against them, and they're going to shoot us out of here just like Minnesota is. So if we don't play a better second half of basketball, I believe that will be our fate. BDL44, I thank you all for watching. I'm out.